YouTube, and welcome to All Good on the Road. Let's pack for the Carnival Mardi Gras in 1 week. I believe I have my packing down to a bit of an art. Maybe showing you what we pack might help you pack for your cruise. So let's start with camera equipment. I'll do a real quick overview of what I pack in my digital equipment bag right here. Let's unpack my camera and electronics bag. I won't spend too much time on this. Some people care about this, some people don't. Here's a quick overview of what I take in my camera bag. I carry 2 GoPro 10s. One is filming this, the other's right here. I carry about 6 to 10 batteries. This is what you see with my long shots. This is the Nikon Coolpix P900. Unbelievable zoom shots. I take this, but it only shoots in 1080p. I wish it was 4K, but we can live with that. Charging cables. These 3 containers are tripods, various attachments, things like that. This is adapters, chargers, some extra tripods, my Mango travel router. This allows one internet signal to be shared by many. It's only about 30 megabits per second, but it's great when you're in the room. We can all share the Wi-Fi. There's also a tripod in here that's a battery, all my extra cords. Oh, I love these, and I'll put a link in the video here. These are my SD card holders. Look at this little guy. They hold 10 each. I use 256 Sony SD cards, Samsung SD cards. They are wonderful, and I will simply record every day, put them back in, make a little mark here that I've used it, and continue on to the next day. A phone charger that simply attaches to my phone. My Hohem gimbal, which I use when I'm doing like cabin reviews and things like that. And a charger for my batteries. Now this is something I suggest everyone get. On Carnival ships, you can't use a surge protected plug. You can't use like a power strip. Sometimes you can get it by them, but if they catch you, they'll take it away from you. It does something to their power system. But this, I'll put a link to this on Amazon. I've been using for years, and it's absolutely wonderful. It's got a USB-C, a couple of regular USBs, 3 plugs, and it just plugs right in. Now on Excel class ships like the Mardi Gras, you're gonna have at least 3 plugs and 4 USBs right there on the desk. But on older ships like the Spirit or the Liberty or the Paradise, you're gonna have 1 plug, no USBs for the entire room. Sometimes they'll put a USB in the lamp, but a lot of times you're gonna have nothing. So this is great to take. Okay, now let's move on to packing everything else. After camera equipment, I have a box right over here that I throw in the room, and about 30 days before a cruise, I just start putting everything in that box that I know I'm gonna wanna take on a cruise. Let's start with number 1. I throw $1 bills and all our identification into into a little bag. Check on it about 20 times between now and the cruise. And, you know, $1 bills for tipping, all of my identification. Just need to make sure you know where that is. Nothing's worse than getting to a cruise and finding out you don't have what you need to get on the ship. What you got?
I like to take conditioner because on a lot of ships they have shower gel and shampoo, but they don't have conditioner.
Yep.
And especially if you are out in the sun, the salt air, the pool, things like that, your hair pays a price. And conditioner.
Carnival has no problem with you bringing a full-size conditioner. Mm-hmm. You're definitely welcome to do that, and it can be in either your carry-on or your checked bag. Mm-hmm. Okay, here's a weird one. I like to take a filter. I carry this Berkey Sport, and it filters the water that I drink on the ship. The water is absolutely fine on the ship. We drank it for years without filtering, not a problem. But nowadays we take a filter. It's really nice. Mm-hmm. Ooh, let me show this. This is sort of yours. Yes. This is my wife's idea. Since we're going on the Carnival Mardi Gras, we will be taking beads. Mm-hmm. Everybody that's on the Mardi Gras with us next week, we'll try to give you plenty of beads.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I like this one.
I love this.
I like to take ibuprofen on a cruise, and it feels kind of sketchy to bring a plastic bag of pills. So I found this on the internet, and you can put whatever you want to in it, obviously. The package came with little stickers so that you can, put what it is. But, these blood pressure meds, things like that. You know, you could put in here any other prescription meds you have, and your travel meds.
And if you're thinking, does it need to be in the original prescription pill bottle? It does not. John Heel just announced last week that you can bring pill organizers like this. It does not have to be labeled. Now, if it is a really big controlled substance, you might want to carry it in the original container. But for like my blood pressure meds, nobody's ever batted an eye on that. Let's see what else is in the goodie box. Oh, this is not too big of a deal. I take a fold-up spare duffel or backpack. You never know when you might be bringing more back than you took with you. So, you might want to take one of these on the cruise.
And it's nice for going into a port. To take towels and sunscreen and junk like that.
What else you got over there?
I like to take
headphones.
Yeah, I like to take earbuds, headphones, because some ships have banned Bluetooth speakers, but also I just don't like them because I like the music I like. Somebody else likes their music. The ship has music, so if you want to listen to your own stuff, bring headphones.
Compression bag. I've really gotten used to these. We bought these for Japan because we were worried about space, and some of the flights we had would carry on only, but these have come in really handy. I love them. They compress down really nice. These have worked really well, and I'll show this to you. I'll put a link below so you can buy one of these if you want. These work really well. You should announce this one because this was your idea, and I love it.
This is, well, I think everybody knows about them. They're sun shirts. It's like wearing sunscreen, but it doesn't wash off. Has a hood for your head. It has a little thumb hole on here, so it keeps your hands from burning too if you want. And it's very comfortable. It's pretty cool even though it's long sleeved. And we both have them now.
Don't underestimate the Caribbean sun. If you're coming from some of these northern states, you get burned really fast.
I like to bring a laundry bag along because sometimes it's nice when you're done with clothes to throw it in the laundry bag and get it out of the way.
Magnets. You've heard about these. If you've been on cruise boards, everybody's talking about magnets for your walls, and some of you may have gotten magnets and said, this is stupid. They don't really hold anything up. That's because they're not 130-pound magnets. I'll put a link below off Amazon. 130-pound magnets. We use these for our door organizer. I love this. It's basically just a shoe organizer.
Yeah.
And I love this. This has changed cruising for us because all the stuff that was laying around the counter and on the floors just goes in one of these pockets. And we hang it on the wall. I love this. For 7-day cruises or longer, this is a must-have. They're really cheap. You can get them at any dollar store. And these 130-pound magnets hang them just fine.
They're really strong too.
Oh,
I mean, they are hard to pull
stick them
apart.
to the wall. The people in the cabin next to you are going to be going, what the heck just hit the wall?
Yeah.
I got some clothes hangers I just threw in here because my suit's in my garment bag. We'll talk about clothes in a few minutes. What else you got over there?
I have a nice lanyard because sometimes you're going around the ship in the evening, you want to look nicer, and you can buy, I mean, this came from Walmart, so they are cheap and easy to find, and this way you can carry your ship sail and sign card around if you're on, a line that has sail and sign cards instead of the little medallions.
I thought I had my other lanyards in here, which I need to throw in here. This is a good thing to do. I like to wear a lanyard. I put my card right there in the lanyard, and you can just scan it for anything that you're doing. These, if you haven't gotten these already, this one looks a little worse for wear, but we've been using them for years. I'll put a link below for these from Amazon. They are luggage tag holders. You just fold up the luggage tag, put it in here, little steel cable attaches it to your luggage. These are so nice. A $10 purchase once, and I've been using these, what, for 5 years?
At least.
Very nice, but only certain ones are wide enough for the Carnival tags. Royal Caribbean tags, MSC tags are thinner. So I'll put a link below. What else you got over there?
Let's see. Oh, one thing I like is I like to bring jewelry that I have bought on cruises. This came from Margaritaville at sea. This came from Cozumel, I think, and so did this. And when you get off in port and there's all the vendors there, if you are already wearing things, you can just kind of say, "Oh, I already got some today, thanks." And it's kind of an easier pass to get past some of the more pushy vendors.
If you don't care too much for the hard sell. My
and
lanyard.
it kind of works. I mean, it's the, right jewelry for the trip.
This bag is amazing. Where'd you get this bag?
Maybe Walmart.
Folds down to the size of a fist. And it's this big. This is wonderful for taking into ports. Very strong bag, too. And we've had that for, what, 5 years?
Years and years. Oh, I got these on Carnival. These are charm bracelets that they're selling on Carnival. And I think each one comes with 7 charms. And it's about $35. They say free charm bracelet. It comes with like 1 or 2 charms, then you buy the rest. They have this kind that fits on like that, and then they also have one that snaps. And I just like these because they have lots of little cruise-related or travel-related charms.
I love this for cruising, but you should show it off. This was something you obtained.
Yes. This I think also came from Walmart. And it's just a nice little carry bag that has several compartments. It's got one on the inside for like money and ID, big space for towels and sunscreen and stuff, and then you can put easily access things like tissue and sunblock and lip, chapstick and stuff. And it folds down pretty small. It's very nice.
It is. It's really nice.
ports.
It's just very good to take.
Or just to
into
carry
ports.
around the ship so that you have all of your stuff handy.
I wear it around the ship, and I've gotten to where I attach a camera to it now
Yes,
and
he
just
does. He
catch
puts a camera right here.
various footage. Sunscreen. Don't forget sunscreen. And Reef Safe sunscreen. We love this Raw Elements. It's very nice. Now here's some things. Eye mask and earplugs. A lot of people like eye mask and earplugs. I really don't. I don't think I take these like every trip, but I don't think I've ever used them. You ever used one? No. I love the sound of the ship at night, but if noise is going to bother you a little bit, or if you're something like over the nightclub, or on our last cruise on the Jubilee, we were like under bolt and over that deck 9 area. We didn't care for that so much. And as always, lip balm. This is actually sunscreen lip balm, which I love. And this, I got these for Japan, and they've come in very handy. They are little soap sheets. Just a little sheet in here to wash clothes in like a sink or a washing machine. They're just little soap sheets that disintegrate in the washer. Love these little guys, and I'll put a link to these too. What else you got over there?
This is a little travel first aid kit. And sometimes they give these away, as a promotional item. But it's a good idea to take some Band-Aids and things like that, because if you have new shoes, you might get a blister, or somebody, might scrape something or whatever, and it's quick and easy to fix.
Seasickness meds. We prefer boning. I've never had a problem with seasickness, but my daughter does. She swears by boning. She's tried them all. She takes one before she gets on the ship, the night before she gets on the ship, and one every night, and has no issues with seasickness. And
because she takes it at night, she doesn't have the sleepy problem. She takes it before bed, she goes to sleep, and then it's a 24-hour effect.
Works very well. They will sell seasickness meds on the ship, and they will sell meds like NyQuil and things like that on the ship, but they have a very limited supply, and they can run out really quick. So, and they're going to cost you 4 times what they're going to cost you on land.
Now, you also often can get off at a port and go to a pharmacy.
Oh, yeah. When you hit Cozumel, Costa Maya, there's going to be really cheap pharmacies there, but you know how hard it is to wait for something like that when you need it. Let me have that tumbler. This, I would hate to cruise without one. Carnival cups. You ever seen Carnival cups? They're little guys. This is wonderful. You're allowed to take on a cup, a tumbler like this. I have a link. I got this one off Amazon, I think for like $12. And you have to empty it when you go in, but you're absolutely allowed to take these.
And a straw, because they have, well, they only have candy straws now. So
they only have candy straws. This big fat straw, this is wonderful. Oops, there's actually something in that. 12-pack of Coke. Each person is allowed to take a 12-pack of Coke on a cruise. We'll take probably a 12-pack each on the cruise. We like an occasional Coke. We don't drink a whole lot of them, but it's nice to have, and it's free to take on.
Something else I like to take is an old-fashioned watch.
This is a must.
Because if you have a cell phone or a smartwatch of some sort, it may update to local time if you get on Wi-Fi in a port. So this absolutely will not update. And so I have this one. I also have, one that's on a cute necklace. But this way, if you get off the ship at, wherever you are, you know what time it really is on the ship, because getting back on ship's time is important.
And ship's time stays on the port you left from. So if you're leaving from the port of Galveston, it's going to be what, Central Time? And if when you go to Cozumel, you might be in a different time zone. If you leave from Miami, you're going to be Eastern Time. Cozumel might be in a different time zone. And you are expected to be back on the ship on ship's time. So that watch comes in very handy.
Yes. I also like this. I got this on a cruise years ago, and it is a cute way to carry some stuff around in the evening, like a sail and sign card, because many cute dresses do not have pockets. So you can keep sail and sign and tissues and, phone, camera, whatever you want.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Okay, is that
Got
about
anything
cover
else?
it? No, I don't think
I got a couple of things. Okay.
What you got?
So I have a hat, sun hat. You can buy those everywhere, though. If you did not bring one, they sell them on the ship. Usually like $10 or $15.
Like first sea day, there'll be a nice sale, and $10 you can buy a hat.
And this is something else we love.
I love this.
Carnival used to have trays.
Trays in the buffet.
In the buffet.
They got rid of those about 5 years ago.
Buffet. But we like it because we like to go, if we have a balcony, we like to go up to the buffet, get coffee and maybe a pastry or something, and go back to our balcony for breakfast.
Yep.
So this way you can take, 2 cups of hot coffee and a pastry without spilling and making a mess.
Now, another way to do this, another hack, if you don't want to carry on your own tray like we do, then order room service on day 1, keep their tray, put it in the closet. They don't mind at all. Just make sure you put it back on your counter before the end of the cruise.
Oh, one more thing, and this is sort of a travel tip as opposed to what to pack, I guess, but he has compression bags. I've been using just packing cubes for a long time. And one tip that we use, or frequently, is I will pack, say, an outfit in one of these and put it in his suitcase, and he'll do the same. He'll give me an outfit of his. And then that way, if our luggage is lost by an airline or if it's delayed getting to the room, we at least have a change of clothes.
Yep. Now, on Excel class ships, there is no self-laundry. If you've cruised on other ships with Carnival before, the newer ships, starting with like Vista, Horizon, they don't have self-laundry. Now, I probably won't carry enough underwear and undershirts and things like that for the entire cruise. I'll do their paid laundry. For $15, you can have 1 bag of laundry laundered, so I'll probably carry enough undershirts and things like that to go half the cruise, and halfway through, I'll have it laundered. No self-laundry. You can, if you want, do it the hard way, launder in your sink, hang it. There will be a little cord in the shower to hang clothing, but it's really hard for things to dry in there. So, and on the older ships, you will have a self-laundry. I have some videos of those laundries on like the Carnival Liberty on my channel.
And I have done that many times, but I have to say, I think it's going to be $7 or $8 to wash and dry a load. And at the moment, the last time we did it, it was $15 for one sort of a biggish paper bag
big
that
as
they
that,
have.
as
Yeah,
big as this.
It's at least as big as this tray.
And you can put as much as you can pack in there.
As much as you can fit in it. And they don't, it can be shirts, underwear, socks. They don't count which items if you're doing the package deal. And you can compare that to the cost of, say, an extra bag fee.
Yeah.
$15 for that versus self-laundry. So even if there is a laundry, if they have that offer, you're wasting time on a cruise ship doing your laundry. So
and currently, when you're platinum and diamond, you're going to get free laundry, and that's pretty nice. Like 3 free bags.
Is it 3? I thought it was 1.
Oh, I don't know. I have to look that up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put that on the screen. Okay, let's talk about clothing. Okay, let's talk about clothes. I think I have some important notes here you want to keep. I have a standard uniform when I'm on a cruise. Tropical shirt, pair of shorts, pair of sandals. That's my daytime. Now, in the evening, I like to wear a suit, or at least a jacket and pants, and a pair of dress shoes. So I'm going to have a pair of sandals, 2 pair of dress shoes for every cruise. Now, I pack 3 bags. My electronics bag, also my camera bag, and a carry-on bag, and a full-size suitcase. Sometimes so first of all, they may lose your checked bag. It very rarely happens, but it could happen. If it happens to you, you're going to wish you put the right things in your carry-on. So that means toiletries, Love this toiletries bag, by the way. My wife got it for me. Let me know if you want to know where this came from. A couple of pair of underwear, a pair of socks, my suit pants, a pair of shorts, a couple of pair of undershirts, a shirt for the evening, and my jacket. Now, the reason I pack these things in a carry-on is very often your luggage may not make it to you by dinner time. Now, if you're fine just wearing this to dinner, nobody's going to care, especially on embarkation day. But if you want to dress for dinner like I do, make sure you've got at least one outfit packed in your carry-on bag that stays with you at all times. And if for some reason they should lose your full-size checked bag, you do have enough clothing to limp through the week. I will have one daytime and one nighttime pair of clothes in here. Now, another tip we often do is pack our clothes in each other's suitcase. I will put half of my clothes in my wife's full-size suitcase. She'll put half of her clothes in my full-size suitcase. If one of those bags goes missing, we do have some extra clothes to go through the week. We have had them misplace a bag. We've never had them misplace two. Now, here is maybe the last thing that I'm going to throw in my checked bag. I'm going to put one in my wife's and one in mine. It's a tile. Actually, we have one Samsung Smart Tag and one tile. Listen to that thunder. We're going to throw one in each bag. Now, they don't work well at sea because these things need a cell tower to report where they're located. Someone's phone walks by it, that locates its position, and then it reports it back to a cell tower. But when you're in port, you'll still be in port when you're looking for your bag on embarkation day if they haven't delivered it. And we have found our bag multiple times on other floors than we were staying on, sitting in the hallway with one of these. Just walk up and down the hall, it'll tell you where it's at. And if you flew in, you'll know whether or not your bag actually made it to the port. This thing makes a little singing noise when you trigger it as you're going down the hallway. Really nice. It saved us a couple of times, which is very nice for finding your bag in the hallway. Okay, I think I've covered everything I pack when I go on a Carnival cruise. I'm going to finish this up, get out of here.